Adrian here, Kid Guru, Laker Cool Man, and today is a unique vlog because I want to address not necessarily the viewers but myself. A video to myself 10 years down the road. A vlog I want to shoot to kind of keep archived, to remind myself to reflect upon some stuff. Every year I used to do a birthday update when I started this channel back when YouTube was in its prime, and up to this day I want to shoot this video as I'm 18 by now. Today is January 6th, Sunday morning. My birthday was 2 days ago, January 4th. I'm officially 18, and while age has always been just a number to me, I felt like 18 was a huge milestone in my opinion, just because, you know, it is for most people. You're technically an adult, and a whole ballpark of new responsibilities kind of dawned upon you. And you really feel, I guess, the sense of growing up, essentially. But yeah, I want to shoot this video to myself, and I couldn't come to think of how I want to construct this video. You know, how do you shoot a video to yourself 10 years down the road, where you're not essentially addressing the viewers, but you're addressing yourself, and you're talking about yourself. But the way I look at it, I've always talked to myself. I've always talked to a camera all these years. I've done YouTube, and that's essentially the same thing. So yeah, you're officially 18 now, and while that is such a huge number on its own, looking back, it's crazy. You know, 6 years ago we started videos on YouTube, and you know, the amount of opportunities that have opened up, the amount of accomplishments, the amount of people we met, it's amazing. It truly is. Life up to now, looking at it. September 26, 2007, this is the first video I shot on an introduction to a software I was using on the screencast, you know, when I was inspired to shoot some tutorials, and I guess this is essentially the video that started it all.
Hey, this is Laker Coolman, or some of you as Kid Guru. It's my first video using the new cam studio.
And I so cringe when I watch that video. It's amazing to think I was 13 years old at the time. October 11th, 2007 was the first vlog I shot. I picked up a $15 camera at the local store, a really crappy camera by today's standards, you know, shot in 240p back then, but it was decent, I guess, for its time. And this was the first vlog we shot.
Hey, this is Laker Coolman. I'm just gonna make a video today, or pretty much
And December 27th, 2011, a day I'll never really forget. That was the day when we registered adrianstech.com. Essentially with that, we also started the Tech World, our first quote-unquote, I guess, internet business, our internet network, you know, a technology network just aiming to help people, helping people with their software, their issues, or tech support, all of that. In a span of those 6 years, we became the second most subscribed in Japan, the top, you know, right behind a Japanese space station. We became a YouTube partner back then. We sold rights to some of our videos eventually to a web marketing company, and like I said, we registered adrianstech.com, and only 2 years ago we started digitaldojos.com with some friends, and that was transferred to us later in the year. And we met so many people along the way. We met so many great people like Josh, like Duncan, like Nuno, like Dan and Bill. People that really made an impact on us in terms of influence and helping us with content, and just kind of, you know, supporting us along the way as we all did our own things. And I hope 10 years from now you stay in contact with people like that, the people that really did support you along the way. And you know, it's odd to think that this is a video I'm going to have to keep backed up, because who knows if YouTube will be around 10 years from now. That's my ideal goal, to watch this 10 years from now and never touch it till then. Upload it to the internet only because I've spent so much of my life on the internet. I've shared so much content, both personally and professionally, on the internet. But aside from looking at all your accomplishments in terms of life to now, the failures, because I think that's what are most important, you know. When I was 12, 13, when I first started YouTube, it was just a hobby. It was just something I never really thought I'd make, not even a living out of, but just, you know, any shred of, you know, financial, you know, revenue from. And if I look at it now, it's my sole, you know, stream of revenue. I used to do local businesses here and stuff like that, but even that got, you know, the internet just got too busy with all the stuff I do on there, and it really is a crazy thought to think that that one little hobby we started back when I was 12, the content we created would really bring us a revenue stream now. You'll be graduating in 6 months from now, so, you know, we'll be moving on and officially on our own, not going to college, not going the college route, but to continue what we're doing now, because that's, you know, what I love to do. And as of right now, it's you know, doing well in terms of income and being able to support myself and all of that. But we set so many goals for us when we were going to turn 18. You know, I set so many goals for myself, I guess, when I was going to turn 18. I set so many financial goals, personal goals, so many places I want to be that I'm not right now. And not to diminish my accomplishments, but there's so much more I want to do, so much more I want to learn, so much more essentially of where I want to be today. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be, rolling in millions. I wanted to be making, past six figures in the millions of dollars by now to help people, to help support my, family, to help friends and all of that. But I'm not quite there yet, and maybe I'll get there eventually. Hopefully by the 10 years ago, I'll be there. But again, on that note, I failed in a lot of my goals. I failed in a lot of where I wanted to be. I failed in terms of where I wanted some of my projects to go, some of my projects that never took off, some of my sites that never got viral. But I still, again, it's the failures that really made my successes, because now I may not make millions of dollars, but I make a really, really great income for somebody at 18. I get to drive a Mercedes-Benz. I own a Rolex watch. I work from a home office. I wake up every morning to do something I love, and that's something I can't complain about. So if anything, and forward to myself 10 years from now, I hope, most importantly, that you never settled. You never settled for a job, a desk job that you never enjoyed, that you never settled for anything less of what you knew you were capable of. That to always do more. There's always so much more to learn out there, so much more, people to meet. There's always so much more to work on. Accept constructive criticism and make yourself better, and in your work and in your personal life, to learn more. There's never, there's so much more to learn out there, to earn more. If you have those financial goals, keep on, aiming for higher numbers. Keep on, I know money doesn't buy you, people say money doesn't buy you happiness, but to me money's always been a huge thing, and it's always been not, just a goal to earn more and more, but just and not as a symbol of success in terms of, you make this much or that much, because success isn't defined by the money, but money is a great thing to have regardless. And lastly, to keep on creating. I started these videos years ago, not in, in anybody's favor or anybody's recommendation. I did these videos for myself, and while, doing these videos 6 years ago was a crazy thing to think about, to make videos about computers and technology, it's still weird to this day, when I tell people, it sounds nerdy, it sounds geeky, but I didn't really care what people thought, and still I don't care what people think. I still think that my content, it's weird for me to, to shoot videos, and I still feel awkward shooting videos, and it's funny because in YouTube we're in the personality business essentially, and while I may seem so extroverted on camera and I can talk to thousands and thousands and millions of people, I'm really introverted in real life. I like being indoors. I enjoy the solitude. Keep on creating, most importantly, for yourself, because if anything I've learned up to this point, I missed a lot of opportunities growing up because of work, and it's something I guess in a way, in a sense that I wanted to grow up so fast, and I wanted to do, I was doing so much for my age that I missed out on a lot of opportunities with friends, family. I missed out on parties, etc., etc. It's time I'll never get back. But looking back now, it's all worth it. So keep on creating, most importantly for yourself, if anything. And know that time is your most valuable resource, yet you don't have enough of it, and you never will, because that's just how it is. And time, ironically, is infinite, but to value your time, to spend it wisely. And I only hope by the time you watch this video, you have so much more accomplishments, you have so much more goals, and that you never settle. You keep on aiming higher, and you keep on aiming for new things, you keep on trying new things. So, this is a video out to myself, and for those who all supported me along the way, I have, a big thanks. I have a huge thanks for all your birthday wishes along the way, within the social networks and all of that. A huge thanks to you guys. And here's looking to me 10 years from now.